All right, everybody, we are back, server 47, well after Season 5. Season 6 is coming up. I'm sure you caught all of those announcements up in the Last War official Discord, and the trailer perhaps as well. Looks a bit interesting, but before we get to Season 6 and beyond, we're going to take a look at the Goldvein War. We are in the final battle here today. So that means we're going after the Golden Palace. Now, if you pay attention down here below, as attackers, we have 4,751 destruction points. We need 5,000 destruction points in order to claim the victory rewards. So we're basically one building away from victory, which means the defenders, whom are server 5, 23, and 57, they're going to have to pay special attention to all remaining buildings, not just the Golden Palace. We don't need the Golden Palace in order to be victorious. That said, because of the score difference, and they have continued to make some adjustments to Goldvein War gameplay, you'll have to catch that in the various announcements on their Discord. There are buffs that the defenders now have. So their default march speed is increased by 20%, and that's the normal buff that they will always have. But in week 4, because destruction points are above 1,840 and 3,500, they also get the buffs of destruction points, which is when battling in the central area, unit death rate is reduced by 5%. So they're going to lose fewer troops for every time we breach their base and every time we attack their squads. And then destruction points is also greater than 3,500, so they will get the increased bomb defusal speed by 7.5% and reduces unit death rate by 15%. So they really have an advantage here, to say the least. Now, we're the attacker, and the only thing we get is increases the bomb planting speed by 30%. You could possibly, if you're below 4,660, you could possibly get this extra reduction in unit death rate, but we are just above that by a hair. So we will definitely have a challenge in this final round. Drop back out of here. I want to point out a few things. This particular operation, is called Mother Nugget. So last time we had Operation Cocoa Butter. So Operation Mother Nugget is in play, and this is our fun image for the war. We've got all the major alliances here on 47 coming after the Golden Palace of Mother Nugget. And we are just about 10 minutes away from the actual real war starting. But let's go take a look and see what's going on over in that central area. Do we have anybody here already? Well, we'll take a look at this lower left quadrant. Got a few people staging on the outside. So you can see MF-103, if we destroy that, or we destroy S-109, we get our victory. If we destroy MF-101, or we destroy S-120, we get our victory. There are a few people hanging around here as well. Moving outward, there's nothing in the far outer ring on either of those quadrants. And then nothing on the upper right. The inner right area also entirely destroyed. So nothing really available there as well. And then, of course, the lower right area, that is available with one building to be destroyed. The far outer ring already all destroyed. So we have a total of 4 possible buildings plus the Golden Palace, which we can see a lot of people around the Golden Palace already staging here. So we zoom in. Who do we have? We've got 52 ARCX. It was a tough season with 52, but I am so happy that we have been able to rebuild and move beyond that. ARCX, our friends. And then on the competition side, we got KFC. We got a couple old buddies in KFC from server 33. Give a shout out to them. We've got lists in here as well and a few others from the Defenders. TKAI on 52 did really great last round. And so we're looking forward to their support once again here. Zooming out, looking at the numbers right now, we know that we're going to come a little later. There's great positioning by 52 across the bottom and the side. Right now, it's looking like we have the upper hand in terms of participation. So you know, folks, participation is what matters in these wars. It's not always about strength. Keep that in mind. So since we are coming up on a little more than 7 minutes away, let's talk about battle prep. This holds true for every battle that you're going to be in, whether it's Goldvein War, whether it's a capital conquest, a capital war, a war zone duel, whatever it might be, or frankly, even versus if you're going to get into really heavy versus fighting. One thing you have to do, because you do not want to be stuck in the middle. This is going to depend on if you're going to fully focus on bases or buildings or a mix thereof. If you're focusing on buildings, you don't need stamina. But if you're focusing on bases, you're going to need stamina. So with that in mind, I like to bump my stamina up to at least, I just go all the way to 1,000. I have a ton of it here. I'm at 50 times 1,280. I mean, I can go all day. So we're going to go all the way up to 1,000 in stamina. Now, some of the really long duration Warzone duel battles, I can blow through 1,000 easy. So sometimes this is not enough. The last couple rounds of Goldvein War have been a little weird. I don't feel like I've been playing really effectively well. And the dynamics have just been different, is the best I can say from other war types. So number one, get your stamina up. Number two, you need to look at your food and you need to look at your iron. Both of those are critical for healing troops. I like to have them at north of 500 million at least. Again, it's going to depend on how much you fight. Right now I've got 744 and 929, so we're good. Gold does not matter. You don't need that to heal your troops. You can ignore it. Oil, same thing. Doesn't matter. When it comes to buffs, make sure you find yourself an engineer on the team. Thank you, YHR, longtime buddy from the 33 days. Make sure you find somebody on the team who can give you medical aid, especially if you're going to be in the thick of things. Now, if you're just sitting on the side in a shield, then don't bother with that. Let it go to someone who's going to be in the contaminated land, fighting and battling. That's key. So, folks, what you got to focus on? Stamina, food, iron, and get that medical aid buff. If you're an engineer, make sure you have the buff to clear the ruins. That's going to be very, very important. I should say the skill. That will be needed so that you can get your fighters closer positioning to whatever the buildings are that you're going to be taking over. Other than that, make sure your phone's plugged in. We've had more than a few people who have gone into the middle of a battle, and the next thing they know, phone battery, 1%, and they're in trouble. Phone's overheating when they start to try to charge at that low level. So make sure you got that covered. All right, everybody, so let's recap again. Final round of the Goldvein War here on server 47 with 57, 5, 23, 28, 52, 54, and 64. The attackers have the upper hand in the sense that we have more destruction points. We are closer to victory than the defenders, but the defenders have buffs. We need to destroy one building in order to be successful. In this final battle, there's nothing different when it comes to the rewards. There's nothing different when it comes to how you can get those reward points. Now, keep in mind, when you look at the top 100 rankings at the end of this, people who are battling bases have more kills. They're going to inherently get more points than those people who were setting the bombs in the buildings. And really setting the bombs in the buildings is key. So just because you look at somebody on your alliance or somebody on your server or the collection of servers you're with, they're down low in ranking, that might be okay. Because if they were in the building defending it, defusing the bomb, or they were setting the bomb, they contributed in some ways more than certainly people that might have just been attacking bases on the outside. Now I get what's going to happen, right? It's going to be tough. We're going to see that today too. It happens to me as well. You end up so far away from the building, it's like a 5-minute squad march to get there. What do you do? Well, you probably just default to attacking bases under the assumption that when you attack those bases, you're drawing away as either a distraction from your opponent or you're just killing the troops. So it is a little difficult, but if you can get your strong folks close to those buildings, they can hold their own, they can defend those buildings. They may not score the highest, but they are invaluable. So all of our alliances on server 47 and all our partner servers here are allies. Every single one of you matters. We are at the 3-minute mark now. So we're coming up on when this is going to get serious. Now we can go into the contaminated land up to 30 minutes ahead of time, but we decided to hang back. In fact, actually, you might have caught the tail end there. We had zombie siege going on for a wee little bit and setting our train. Let's go take a look at what the notices are here. We've got Allo running point. I always a little leery of showing chat. You never know what's in the chat. We've got Allo running point here on coordinating our members. So we're going to focus on our first attack building. And we have got Wild Dog running around as a warlord. And we've got a bunch of the Alliance participating. I'm always curious how many. So we're almost at the start here, right? 2 minutes. Let's see who's online. Might be lower than I want. 29 of 90. Well, that's unfortunate. So hopefully we'll get more people online here. And to help with that, we're going to go ahead and go into the announcement. We are going to repost as urgent or final round. Hopefully that will get more folks online as we come up here for the start of the war. Again, participation matters. I would love to see a day when every single member of the Alliance, which is unrealistic given things, is out there fighting to the last unit. That's what I would love to see. All that said, we've got a great group of people here on the server, a great group of people in S4A. And this week I had the pleasure also of being able to travel back to 33. And that was nice to chat with some old friends there and see how everybody was doing. So I definitely enjoyed that. And let's go check out what's happening over in the central area again. I do have some troops in the hospital, so I'm going to have to watch that. We've got quite a few now showing up. We can tell where that battle is going to take place. A handful. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be watching. I have no idea if any of my opponents are actually watching this live feed, but I am going to also be watching a few of the other buildings as well. If there's anything that's loosely guarded, I might jump in and go for it. We will see. Just because I have a feeling, so this one doesn't look like it's going to have too many people around it. What do we have here that's going after this? This is, I've got 47 up in there. So they're having the same thought process. So I'm going to definitely take a look at what's happening out there, but this is on, this is going. We've got 10 seconds and it's real. Here we go. There's the countdown. Let's get over to our target building. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's see if we can just get in there fast enough. Nope, of course. Location taken. Location taken. It's impossible to get in here. Wow. You see? Lag, folks. Lag. All right. Let's get in. Maybe. There, finally. There we go. Okay. That was nice. We were able to get in. Let's send our missile squad in there. Zoom out. Let's take a look. Well, we definitely have the defenders outnumbered. For sure. That is for sure. Better watch my back here. Who do I have? Oh, I've got CJ, my buddy from U23. He was around the outside there. He's doing some base attacks. CJ is a bit of a beast. Got to remember which squad is his big squad. That's what you want to do when paying attention. Of course, we've got an incoming attack. I should be able to repel this. I do have a tank base skin on. I also have one of the avatar frames. Let's go take a look at that battle report. Always important to look at battle reports if you can. That was a nothing on me. Definitely no issues. There's Janal down there. We'll go hit this guy as well. I might attract the wrath of CJ up there. That's the last thing I want. CJ is tough. Where did I just see? Nice, we got somebody watching the video. Love it. Remember, you can repeat attack. And darn, my missiles got kicked out of the building. We're going to die on that one if we hit again. I'll let it go. And we should be able to collect a little bit of what's in our hospital when the aircraft gets back. Just a tiny bit, in fact, not much. 57% we've got going there. That's good. Let's send, although my tanks are pitiful and weak, let's send my tanks in. And if I can tap back on this dude, let's hit him one more time. I'm not going to be able to breach it the final time, but let's see if Janal can take him out. Remember, we just need one building. Well, a lot of people incoming on that guy. Oh, he's gone. All right, missiles are back. Tanks are on their way. Let's find somebody. Wild Dog, we will send missiles over to. While we are patiently waiting, looks like CJ's been clearing out literally everybody. While we are patiently waiting here, we're going to zoom out. That's at 64% and climbing very rapidly. Diffusing over there. Good movement on MF 101. What's happening in the Golden Palace? We've got the buff buildings. So I-106, I-05, I-06. They both give you additional base destruction buffs. So from a tactics perspective, on this final round, you capture those. And anybody who's attacking in here is going to be able to benefit from that. But I think we just lost control. We did. Of this building. We lost control up there too. So attention's definitely turned to the buildings. That's for sure. We're going to see if we can sneak in at any point, anywhere closer. Would be nice. We did get it back. See if we can hold it. All right, so both my tanks and my missiles are on their way home, which is unfortunate. I'm a little leery to send out the aircraft, but I could get zeroed on this. Let's see. Luckily, I can teleport, and even if my squads are out, I do have that skill. So if I start having someone come after me a bit too heavy, such as my buddy CJ, you can't speed up, so you have to be smart. I see the U-23s are really close to me there. When you have the... That was interesting. Huh. When you've got too much going on, unfortunately, when it goes to performance mode, you can't tell whom has what squad type out coming at you. Let me see. Yeah, nothing came in there. All right, aircraft is coming in on the building, which we did lose control of, unfortunately. All right, we're going to start healing. It's the only downside when you've got troops stuck in the hospital. That's why I don't usually like to collect troops in the hospital. Well, that was sad. Because when I'm collecting troops in the hospital, they're stacking up behind, and you cannot go heal them again. And that is how I just got to 50% hospital filled. So we need to get a squad back here. Our missiles are in town. $79, 80%. Man, that's climbing fast. I feel like that's climbing faster than before. And we have a debuff, technically. Man, okay. We're getting close. 20%, 19%. It looks like you're close, but you're not necessarily close at all. And that is something you got to watch for. I mean, there's Cam. So Cam and 23U, right? 10 squads taken out there. That's the max. So even a whale can only do so much damage. But if they were not really impacted too much by that attack, they can circle back. So while it's a good thing, it's also a little bit of a bad thing. They need to make it so you can garrison your allies. Nice job, Ultrabet. We got CJ out of there. My tanks are in the building. I really don't have too many attackers close by. Let's send somebody down to Nick. Let's go for it, smooth operator. Let's send our missiles back to the building. Well, there was 100 there already. We'll have to wait a moment. That's the downside when things travel slow. Who's back up here? Nothing we need to worry about. They got too much stuff. We cannot tap on the base. Get out of there. Don't care. Let's go. I don't need to taunt anybody. 51. We got to heal. I might have to take that down. I saw that was 2,400. We're going to watch on that. That might be a bit steep. Let's get this guy out of here. What else we got going on here? Just got to watch my 6. Nobody there. Do got somebody kind of sneaking by. They're going to go to the building. We only got 32. My missiles are 15 seconds away from the building. 90%. Somebody's incoming on me. Who is incoming? Let's recall. Might need to bounce if this is too unpleasant. They're 45 seconds away. They're about the same as me. Literally the same person I was just attacking? Quite could be. So my squad will get back really close to the same. There, he called off that attack. Okay. We got right behind me now. Get those guys up there. So you saw we were at 90%, closer to 90%. And now we're back down to 84. And that's how the tide can turn really, really quickly. Nick 10 squads, Vey 10 squads, MYS 10 squads. Boy. Let's take a look at what's going on with the rest of the buildings here. How are we doing? We've lost some of the MF we had control of. Remember, the round is only 1 hour. I'm going to hop over to this building here. Let's try to distract for a moment. Come on, come on, come on. Hit him. Why are we so far away? Let's go here. Lag. I can tell there's lag. All right. Let's distract. We're way low here. Let's see what we can do. I'm over here basically trying to draw any attention I can away from the rest. That's a battle of some strong whales over on that side. We can keep hitting him. He's got nobody on the wall, it would appear. Let's get that guy out of here. That's going to give us a buff. Let's see what's going on inside that. Who we got coming here? 272, 235. I don't even have to worry about that. Good. Joe King's over here. Gone and gone. I've got missiles at home. I've got an incoming aircraft from a 271. Not going to be a problem. My aircraft made it back. We're good there. We'll stop that battle. Remember, this is a distraction. This is a distraction. Hopefully none of the opponents... We've got to pick back up that building over there. What is going on? It's that inner cluster of strong folks, most likely. Okay. I don't know what this guy has. What does he have? Let's take a look. All right, we've got to... Let's just step it up a little bit here. Joe's down there fighting for his life. Let's see if I can draw out anybody. We'll leave that for now. Somebody's coming for me. One. Sheesh, so slow to get there. Ridiculous. That's going to hurt. I don't know if my missiles might be losing on 2 squads there. Yeah, it's taking a squad and a half. That is not good. Got to get the... Ooh, I might be alone now. Okay, let's reposition. I'm going to take a look back at what we got going on to the other building in a moment. Because I want to see what we have happening. 90%. Very good. Very good. Looks like there's some dead bases in there. Okay. Let's see if there's anywhere that we can sneak in. In close, it doesn't really look like it. A lot of fighting going on out there. Now let's go back. Get this guy quick. That should not be too bad. Let's take, yeah. My missiles can handle that. So we've drawn off a little bit of the less strong squads, which is good. We're going to die on one of these. This next one we're going to die on. All right, let's see. Let him hit. Go after him. Who's still here? Just a few people. Let's destroy this guy. Come on. There we go. I feel like the travel time's a little slower this time around. But maybe not. Let's hit the building for a moment. We got a little bit of protection with the base ruins around. They did cut the time, remember that. It's not 10 minutes, it's 5 minutes now. So you need to keep that in mind. These ruins will disappear much quicker. While we're waiting on that, let's go take a look, see what's happening back over here. 94. You know, we're inching up there. Every time we get the stills in there, look at that, 50. What are we going to do with that one? I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. We're going to get knocked out of that real quick. Let's see what that battle looked like. It doesn't do... This is what I don't like. I hate how they do that. It doesn't show you the battle in the building in the same way you want it to. It should say that it was in the building. I don't like how they do that. I don't remember that being how it was done in other cases. Let's see if we can find the one. I really want to look at what happened in the building. It must be this. Nope, that's the guy. I'm not a fan of what they did there. I don't know why they did that. It's definitely odd. And frustrating. Drop me a line in the comment if I'm going crazy. Do you all think that that is how it always was? Did they always have the building attacks not show up in the way that they are? Someone landed close to me. Who do we got here? Okay, I think my others can handle them. My tanks, let's see. It might be close. As soon as we get aircraft, we'll send aircraft after that guy. Missiles can definitely handle him. Dragon Beast took care of the guy up there. This guy's got nothing. Zeroed. Just getting little itty bitty amounts. All right, back into the building. Let's go. Nope. We'll leave him alone. He won't do anything, I think. So, Karumi, nice to see you from Liz. I need to see what Karumi's squad is. That's what I need to know. I'm going to hit it here, I think. This is going to be the last one in. Okay, let me see if I can get that battle report. So that's what happens when you hit a building. You're not getting the building, but you're getting the player you hit. All right, 82 on missiles. That's good to know. So I want to watch for Kurumi's missile squad is what I want to watch for. Let's zoom back out. Let's see what's going back over here again. 95. Each time we inch up just a little bit. I don't think there's a spot over here where we can sneak in very close yet. I know somebody's attacking me. We're just going to have to go with faith on this one. Each time we take it over, we get a little closer. That's what we want. Okay, what do we have going on here? This guy's getting just a little bit annoying. So let's go take care of that. Watch for the return arrow there from the attack. That's how I know to hit it again. I want to hit it as soon as that happens. Okay, back into the building. Let's do it. Hercules landed right in a not great spot. Oof. Let's go check our buildings again. 61. Wow. Really solid job on the Golden Palace. I mean, we win the Golden Palace. It doesn't matter what we win. We just have to destroy anything here. 98%. We are so close. So close. Oh, we just have to get that back one more smidge. That lag is a bit annoying. Let's see if there's anything open. We can get back in that fight. Nothing. So again, notice each time we take back control, we're inching up just a little bit each time. And that's all it takes, little by little. Little by little, and then we got it. Let's go back and check on what's happening. Oof, this leg is getting rough. That was annoying. I'm the only one in there. Oh, we're going to get knocked out with Krumi. I'm just getting pounded by the cannon at the moment. I expected that. I'm assuming that was the missiles. Yep. My missiles are not going to even be able to come close to taking this on. So, we're going to wait for aircraft to get back. Let's see what we can get here. All right. If you're on another server and you're not in Goldvein War, drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on Goldvein War, and let me know your thoughts on what you've seen from Season 6 previews. Would love to know what we think that's going to happen. I think Season 6, honestly, it looks reasonable. It seems like it will work out pretty well with the matching and do a little bit to temper the whale influence. That's what it seems like. I'm a little worried, as you can destroy cities entirely and they're done. That would not take much effort from a couple war zones to team up. But if it is limited to, well, I mean, really it's 4-on-4 if you think about it, because everybody's connecting everybody. So in that regard, if a set of war zones really wants to run down another one, it's not going to be difficult. So Season 6 is going to be a toss-up right now. I like what I see. I hope that the promotion for the skill, the new enhanced skill for the selected heroes, I do hope that that is another free thing like it has been for the UR promotion in the past. I don't want to see that be something you have to pay for. That would be frustrating if it is. How are we doing back over here? 90. Oh boy, we got to get it back. What's going on? What is going on? Again, I think it's just the strong players up in the center. After my aircraft gets bounced out here, I'm going to teleport down below. Kurumi's fighting. Can I get him before me? I think, yes, just barely. That was close. Not sure if the tanks would have survived that one. We're going to have Baza back again. Hey, Baza. Good to see you. Thought you'd like. we didn't survive. Darn. Baza cleaned him up. Come on. Let's go. Get somebody back. There we go. Let's see what we have going on with the other. What in the world is happening over here? I guess we're just getting low on troops. What is going on? A lot more. Let's check the Gold Palace. 57, so we lost some on that. Ay, man. Okay. I really feel like in the last round, I feel like our opponents did not really have high participation. It was a strange round. It went quicker than it should have. We only got 1 hour, too, so how much time do we have left? This is not good. Half hour. I mean, each time you go through this, the number of buildings decreases. So it doesn't mean that it's easy. It may not be any easier. That's what you have to keep in mind. What we really need to do is get Kurumi out of here with that 80-something missiles. Yeah, we got Fishman playing. Good to see you participating, Fishman. Hope you're having a good day, buddy. All right. We definitely have drawn some more people over here. I'll have to watch. I mean, somebody can go over there and probably smack down Kurumi when the missiles are out, which is what looks like is incoming to the building. Maybe not. Might have been tanks. Can't tell. How are things going over here? 67. Wait. 54. What in the world is happening? What is happening right now? I'm not sure how we lost that. That's not good. We need to definitely put focus. I mean, we were close. We were 98, 97%. What the heck happened? This has got to be out of troop situation where they've rebalanced the strong folk there. So my travel time is about 20 seconds to the building, which is longer than I would care for, but that is what it is. You see folks are picking up now since we've got that issue over on the right hand, lower right. What happened here? Defense. Oh, did they get kicked back? So there was an issue in some of the past wars where if the building so if you don't control it, you go to attack it, and then they switch back, now you're going to reinforce it, your squad doesn't actually go into the building. And that drives me nuts. That is absolutely ridiculous. Karumi's gone. So that's good. Who just dropped next to me? 341. I'm going to have to watch. Larinel. You would think 400 million to 340 million, you would think is a big difference. It's really not. All depends on if they've got their main squad there or not. And what squads you have back home. That's the key. Let me try to drop a flag if I can find a clear space. There we go. I need to make this a little better to pick the spot. Good, we got rid of that guy. Larinel's gone. Good job, whoever did that. Somebody in FU2, no doubt. So I've got my missiles going up to Jimchi. Since my aircraft is reinforcing and getting a little low. This is hovering now. If you're in a stable battle situation, you don't need your squads back at home, doing this kind of hovering maneuver can drastically cut down on the amount of time it takes. Of course, now I've got somebody 382. We'll have to watch that. Let's get aircraft back. Let's put missiles in. They've got increased march speed, so we're coming in. I'm going to miss it just by a smidge, I think, because of their buff. Missed by a second, a half a second. He called it off the last second. I think he saw what was going on there. Okay, let's send tanks in. We're all doing a little rebalancing over here right now. Let's see what he's got on the wall. I'm sure he'll change. Okay. Let's get this guy out of here. I don't like anyone sitting next to me, and I don't want him to unlock that spot. Let's get... Nope, not rally. How much time do we have left? 20 minutes, yeesh. Fail. It's okay. It's okay. 50% there. Focus on the building. I can get a 23U right up on me right here, and that is not going to be good depending on who drops by. I've got that bomb setting timer up there. It's going to take 15 minutes. We need more people. This is going to be tough to actually get the victory rewards. This is definitely a little more challenging. See, now it's on attack. They took it back over. Who is coming for me? What? Andy dog. Oh, come on, buddy. You're killing me here. You're killing me here. What is this nonsense? Andy dog. My buddy from 33. Why? Hey, IGL. Good to see you. All right, we have 17 minutes. Yeah, that was a sigh. Okay, 54:41. What the heck? We really just need one building, and we can't get it. Maybe 120 up there. $120 is starting to get up. 87, 82. Definitely, it's a weak spot. Let's hope we can get it on that one. We'll keep the distraction going on here. Now I'm surrounded by friends, so this is good. That's good. Now I can focus less on watching my 6. Yes, Danthrock definitely still 4 showed up. That was what the issue was. Of course. We all know still. That is unfortunate. That's a whale for you right there. Not much we can do. Thank you for those watching. Thank you for those commenting. Appreciate you. Let's get missiles in. We've got a little bit of an exposure point. It's a dead base right now. Where's Jim G? There he is. Let's send tanks up his way. I'm going to rotate through the squads, basically. So I do think, actually, the Last War official YouTube channel might also be doing some kind of streaming. I saw they were going to stream this final round. I'm assuming they're going from server grouping to server grouping. But thank you to those that are watching this. And if you are yet to come on a younger server, keep in mind, this is Goldvein War, and it will likely be very, very similar for you when you get to that point. What's going on with this cannon down there? We've got 7 people. Oh, we've got the cannon. Okay, that's good. So it's the upper one. That's the issue. We need to go 10 minutes on 15. It is possible. Let's check that other building that we're doing good. 79, dang it. Okay, is this just, still jumping around from building to building at this point in time? Okay. All right, we've got to get our aircraft headed that direction since our missiles are low. I can't believe Andy Dog attacked me. Oh, man. Cam is here. That's part of our issue. As you just saw, Cam whack out 10 people. That was weird. I don't know why it gave me that. And also took back control. Well, that's infuriating. That's still the big issue. Really? Aircraft is already... Yeah, okay. Okay. Send everybody in. One of my squads will hopefully actually reinforce if we have still 4s here now. Us? No, that's a different still 4. Okay, this is another problem too. Too many stills out in the world. Too many. My missiles will bounce back. Just fine. Because I knew that was going to be short-lived. Let's distract that person. I don't know. This is going to be tough. We need 4 minutes back on this. If we can hold out 4 minutes, it's really going to be tight. How are we doing on other buildings here? 50. Oh boy, this became our hope. When they, yeah, man. Yikes. Let's send missiles. Let's send tank. Missiles are close. Let's drop them in. Come on, missiles. Get in there. You got it. Really, that guy's... We're getting pounded here. This is uncool. Where are my tanks at? Tanks are close. In. Gotta get them in. Gotta get them in. There we go. They're gonna get knocked out real fast. They're not strong. They didn't even... Well, they didn't even last. Not even the first go. Drop me in the comments. What content are you hoping to see in Season 6? I got a bunch of Season 5 content I got to put out there. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know if you're going to stay playing, too. This gets to the point where a lot of people start to retire. Someone's coming for me. Who is coming for me? Not anything I'm worried about. So a lot of people start to retire at this point in time. We need to get this back. Come on. Come on. Come on. We only got 10 minutes left. 2 minutes if we can hold it. Let's get missiles. Let's no missiles. And let's get tanks headed that way. Aircraft's about to bounce in. We still have it. Let's hold it. We can do this, guys. Let's go. Come on, attackers. Missiles are close by in case aircraft are going to get bounced. Tanks also passing by. Ew, DTR, good to have you here, buddy. Let's recall the missiles since the aircraft is almost out. Missiles in. And where are the tanks? Are north of the building. Daniel Henderson. Okay, tank. We got to get tanks in on the attack. They're not going to last long. Whoever that was to just hit that. Knocked out a ridiculous amount of people. We gotta get back control of that building. It's gonna be dang close. Really close. This is, as they say, a barn burner. Up in the country area of the United States. Can we get it? Can we get it? 8 minutes. We had like a minute left we needed, but their diffusal speed is increasing. This is getting hot over here. This has become the center focus of the world, apparently. Looks like my idea to come this way was reasonably well-founded. But now that I'm sure that we got still here, I gotta watch. Scout everybody. Scout them all. Let me get my missiles. I think I just saw the tanks get kicked out. Yes. Who's coming for me? No one. They left. Okay. No. IGL got nailed. Too many whales. Too many. That doesn't make you weak, but it's annoying. That's why I'm really hoping that Season 6 is going to somehow pivot this, but I don't know how it can. You send one whale with 100 million march. Nothing is going to touch that. Nothing. It's just too much of a power differential. So there becomes a point when participation on small scale doesn't yield any advantage. Like what we just saw happen with those few strong players hit the building. We keep losing it. We need everybody here. Everybody. We have got to somehow take this out. Good. IGL's back. Love it. Missiles in. Let's go. Come on. 20-second march time. We do not have enough 20 seconds left. We have got to take this out. 1 minute, 55 seconds. Come on. We can do it. Let's take out this building. We have got it. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get aircraft back up there. We've got to do this. Come on. They're going to knock us out, but we are going to take this down. 40 seconds. Come on, team. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Let's take this home. Come on. Where is the building? Did we actually destroy it? No, I cannot get to the building. This is frustrating. That is weird lag. That is uncool. Why can we not get to the building? Oh, this is ridiculous. There we go. Dang, what in the heck was that garbage? You can't even see the building right now. Finally, it's back. Jeez. Bloody Mary. Kidding me? Shoot, we lost it. Come on. I'm betting other people probably suffer from that same issue right there, and that's the kind of stuff that the company needs to deal with. That's BS. Not acceptable. Not acceptable. Everybody in. Tanks go. Come on. We've got to get this. Let's get this back. It's 4 minutes. We can do it. Come on. I got to get in there. Let's go. Let's go. Get this thing back. Dang it. Look at that. Look how fast that's decreasing. Who is here? Still 4. Son of a... Get this. You need to kick these guys. Get all the whales on their own damn server, would you? I don't need any of this crap there. Come on. Still in cam? You kidding me? No. Who do we got? Who do we got coming? Nobody. They gave up on life. It must have been a scout. Damn it. We had this. We were seconds away. 1 minute. Back down again. Oh, come on. We need to get tanks coming up there. Let's go. Let's go. We need 1 minute. This is going to be a pain in the butt. Let's get aircraft headed up there. We got kicked out again, of course. Maybe, maybe not. It's hard to tell what's happening here because they've got delays. Still 15. I love it. BS. Come on, let's go. Can't even see what the heck is going on in here anymore. I've got nothing left. Let's send those little leftover squad in. It's not going to do anything. It's going to bounce off whatever's there. This is ridiculous. This is why we cannot allow whales to dominate everything. I mean, you see what's happening. This is not, it's at the, there's no time to catch up on any of these. We've got to get this thing back. Come on. Where's that? What are you doing up there? Bounce, get back here. One minute to capture. What if we lose it all? We need everybody in this building. Everybody in the building. Don't attack bases. Get away from the bases. Everybody in the building. Come on. This is nuts. Look at this. Look at this. 45 seconds. Who do I have here? I think the tanks are nearby. Come on. We got to keep control. We cannot lose it. We cannot lose it. Where are missiles at? Missiles are close. Tanks are close. Somebody's attacking me. We don't care. Aircraft's at home. That is what it is. Tanks are dead because they have control. Son of a... Ugh. You know, we had 40 people, at least en route. That's the tricky part. They may not actually all be in there. And that is the issue. When it shows that count includes the en route as well. Well, when you saw 40, we just couldn't hold it. That's depressing. Wow. I'm not entirely sure how this didn't work out in our favor this time around. These guys have got to get people in there. I mean, there's not enough time left at this point. What do we have left? 58 seconds? Yeah. I cannot believe we couldn't pull off destroying a building. So for everyone watching this that has not yet played the Goldvein War, we had a pretty focused attack strategy. Now there's some whales on the defender side that kind of came in and turned the tide a bit. And so we're not able to get the victory rewards. And that sucks. I don't think we actually destroyed any buildings. Maybe we got one? No, we didn't even get this over here. Did we get it? Ooh, maybe. Yes, I think we might have. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to get hit here. Well, folks, that's the end of the final round of the Goldvein War. Let's go ahead and congratulate everybody. So to all the war zones, congratulations on a great first set of wars for the Goldvein War. Everyone fought and defended amazingly well. Run image. Okay, well, I thought maybe we got that one building up there. I think we might have. People are generally pretty okay after this. They have not been running around attacking everybody, which was nice. So we can sit here for a moment. And we can check things out here. So we will go and I think we did get that building in the last seconds. I don't know what to say on how that panned out and the way it did. We're going to get bounced out of here. So you have a 10-minute teleport return time where you will then be forced out of the central area. So let's go back and find out where we are all at down here. Actually, I want to go check out what's going on in our verses. See if anything's happening here. Not much at the moment. Okay, so we will get this wrapped up then. Let's take a look at the Goldvein War final round here for the first range of servers, 3 to 68. I'm going to get force teleported in a moment with that 10-minute countdown. But taking a look, we had 57, 5, and 23 defending the Golden Palace and all surrounding buildings from destruction, from being blown up by the attackers. 28, 47, 52, 54, and 64. The Dream Team, 5 versus 3. First time this event has ever been held in the last war survival game. And where did it land? Let's go to final battle. Taking a look. Wow. So we needed 5,000 destruction points to get these victory rewards. 5,000 in 2. And you saw it. You saw it, folks, live. That destruction of the stronghold in literally what was the last seconds. I don't even know how we pulled that one off, but in the last seconds, we pulled off destruction of that stronghold up by MF 101, and we were able to claim victory rewards. So that is sweet indeed. We're going to get 3 decoration chests, 20 of the legendary Overlord supply chests. We'll get 50 of the drone combat cards, UR type, 305-minute speed ups. I need a lot more than that. 55,000 honor points. That's 5 blueprints, or really close to getting both of the mythic blueprints when it ends up. Now, from a defeat perspective, if we lost, it still wasn't bad. We'd take it. But we won. The defender side, they needed to keep destruction points under 5,000. And it was that 2 extra points that took us to victory as the attackers. Congratulations to everybody. Let's go ahead and get our rewards here for our normal points. This is what's open to everybody in each round. No change from round to round. We'll go ahead and collect that up. Thank you for watching, bruh and Allie. Love it as well. Thank you for watching. Okay, so there we have it. Let's take a look now at the rankings. I have a lot less points this time around than last time, but that's what happens. Again, I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream. That's what happens when you're defending the buildings and you're in there. If you're out attacking bases, or you happen to be lucky in terms of getting troop kills, then you're going to rank high. 35th for me, that's pretty low. I was much higher the last couple weeks, as we can see in week 2. Oops, didn't mean to tap off that. Yes, noob indeed. In week 2, it was 19th overall for me, about 12.2 million. Week 3, same score nearly, 12.2 million at 11th. And then week 4, remember, first week is when you're picking the attacking and defending teams. That's why there's not a week 1 battle. It's a 3-week battle. 9.8 down at 35. Look through the rest of it. SO up there at the top. Nice job. Good job, Wild Dog. Send you a like, maybe. There we go. Good to see Nura and ARCX there. TKI. Dr. TXT. Good job, Shaq. Good job, buddy. To FU2. TKI as well. Q Balls. Got Ken's cue balls this week. It's always a different cue balls for us. Up there at 13. Nice to see you were able to get some kills this go around. Love it. ARCX doing a lot of good cleanup up there. DTR, way to go. What else do we have? Master on S4A and Baza. Good job, both of you. Art, again in the top 100. There I am, bringing up the back of the pack. Some more TKI, ARCX. I don't remember seeing a lot of Nura from 28 in the last couple weeks. Good job, Daza. Daza and Baza. That will throw you for a loop indeed. TK1 from FU2. Good job there at 51. We love it. AR6 Waffles got me hungry for some breakfast. It is already past breakfast time. Rico Suave out of likes. I hate how that's limited. Good job, buddy. Take that as a virtual like. And then who else do we have? Ruthless Baby Girl. If you don't like a Ruthless Baby Girl, I don't know what you like. Jimchi here as well. Good job, Jimchi. I saw you out there. Jimchi's premier, great R4 and S4A. I'm so happy for the merge with JXK. Such an amazing group of people. Thank you so much for all your support, Jimchi, as well as all of the other R4s. What else do we have in here? Joking. We saw Joking out there when we went over as distraction for MF103, which turned out to be the center epic of the whole entire thing at the end of this battle. But Joking, great job. Good to see you out there, my man. Excellent work by ZSS. J-Bone, virtual like to you. 47 PTville, Conflict, saw you there also. Brain, good job. Good to see you there. SWG, thank you. Freak S, y'all got to come on back to S4A. Enjoy the fun. Mengu, good job. FU2 and Bus. Juan, good job. Danny Killer, we got there. Mugs, quite a bit here. We're pulling out a lot of good participation we're seeing. And then we got Janelle and we got Palas. All right, and then rounding out the 100 is from Nura here on 28. Again, I don't remember seeing a lot of Nura. Let's take a look at that's the total points. So if we go look at building points here, let's take a look at my ranking across the week. I'm, of course, at 78, 19 in week 2, 11 in week 3, week 4, 35. You know, it's just kind of, that's top. Whoa, hold on. Somebody's clearly attacking me. That's uncool. So let's just, I guess I didn't get force teleported. Let's go out of here. We don't need to deal with whatever that nonsense was. Boy, you can't just leave me alone. I'm not doing anything but streaming live. Knock it off, buddy. Who was that? Let's shame them. Publicly shame. Maybe. Liss. Of course, it's a Liss. Obviously, always a server 5. Not my favorite. For better or for worse. Let's go ahead back and to take a look at these rankings here before we were so rudely disturbed. Okay. Let's go. Battle points. I think it's resetting when we go across. It is. That's frustrating. All right, battle points. I was 20th here in week 2. So keep in mind what you're going to end up with. It should keep sorted. 8th overall battle points. This is kills related. So 38. Breach points is going to be against the buildings. Let's take a look at who was in the top there. Okay, that's good. Back on. That was the force teleport. So 10 minutes has passed by there. Keep that in mind. I was hoping that would come before I would get attacked by somebody. Back on week 3. If we can stop getting annoyed by attackers and teleports. 235 here on the breach points. Again, that's to breaching the buildings that are currently being defended. And 42. And taking a look at building points, this would be the small number of points that you get while you are stationed, garrisoned in within a building. It's not a lot. You're not really going to rack up a whole bunch here. Yes, Allie, if you are still watching, yes, we won. Sorry, paying attention on the, not paying attention on the chat. We did win. We won by 2 points. Not sure how that happened, but we pulled it off. All right, so great to see you still there. Oh, man, sorry to hear the 33 and your other servers. What other servers were you with, Allie? Yeah, we won by 2 points, 5,002. I'll show that in a second. Who were you guys with on your attacking on 33? And then we've got Building points, so 78 down in there. I don't do a lot of that in the prior weeks. So yeah, 188, and this is probably lower. Yeah, 308. So all in all, not bad. And it looks like, let's see, 33 was with 13, 38, 50, and 9 on the attacking side against 24, 68, and 32. I don't know a lot about most of those servers in terms of how strong they are. I mean, 50 I know. We've got some, all the girls of 50 seem to enjoy the cat photo. But 50 is good. I know that's an active server, so that was probably a big help. But unfortunately, 33 and compadres were not able to take the victory. Let's look at the alliances here in week 4, final battle. So S4A was at 6. That's where we were in the last round as well. ARCX was first, I believe, in week 2. No, FU2 was, my bad. And I think TKI in week 3 and ARCX in week 4. FU2 up in the top 3. Great. Again, new era, Nura 28. I got to figure out where in the world they came from. But that said, the other alliances, TKA down there at 4 seconds. So S4A is still second overall in server 47. I should see ZSS. There you guys are. And Bus. Very nice. Good job to both. Let's see who else from 47's in here. FNU. Lovely. So we're pulling the majors. And BRC at BRSC in 23. It's not bad at all. And then who else do Rewa there at 28. So we're having a good showing from 47. We're still there. Even JXK. I'll tell you, that's some second accounts mostly. So the fact that they're scoring, any little bit helps. We'll take it. GRW. Good. So we saw most everybody involved. I'm sure some of these as we get down below, I mean, you're really just into extremely casual. Not sure if there was a big contribution. Let's take a look at building points. See who really brought home on that area. So the most active alliances we would see is ZSS was able to get in there. I think they were mostly up in the Golden Palace, possibly. Rewa good, Bus good. So that shows in terms of building points, that's holding the building, which is not getting a whole lot of points, 300 per second, if I recall correctly. All in all, it looks like from an S4A perspective, and this is something for the R4 to step back and think about, it looks like we got people mostly attacking bases. So you can get the most points that way, but we need to destroy buildings. So I can understand when you're pushed out and your march is 5 minutes to get to the building, that's frustrating. Even when you're right next to the building, it's 20 seconds. So I definitely get it. We have to take a look, though, at our strategy. We need people to still understand. This is common, I think, for all alliances. We need people to still understand, and there's the 5,002 right there. 2 points. We got one building at the end. Destroyed somehow. Pulled it off. And we got the victory rewards. But what we need is all alliances, I'm sure, struggle with this. You've got people who really focus on their own scores. And it happens with versus as well. If you need to have a save week and you want to really then be able to win the whole league, you've got to have people that are ready to sacrifice their power gain for everybody else. And that is something that's always a challenge for folks. So that can happen here as well in these type of wars. Unfortunately, we did not get this building that we wanted to. It was close. If I zoom back out, what was it, 92%? That was the original target. Let's just clear this alliance marker. And then after that, we already cleared the other markers, but we were to go to the Golden Palace. Golden Palace survived. No damage done. Then we were very close on 101 and 103. We knew we had to get one building, and that was the focus. All right. So with that in mind, folks, we're going to wrap it up here. Last War Survival game, Server 47, closing out the first ever set of rounds with the other servers in 3 to 68 for the Goldvein War. Here on 47 with our fellow friends and allies on the attacking side, we are victorious, barely. It was an even and fair fight at the end of the day. Good job to everybody. Congratulations to everyone who participated across 57, 5, 23, 28, 47, 52, 54, and 64. You're all awesome. And thank you again for everybody who watched the stream. I appreciate you, and all the members of my channel. I also appreciate you as well. Hopefully I'll get to some more content out there, but we're just taking life one day at a time. And awesome. This is DTR watching the stream. Thank you, buddy. And you did an awesome job today. Great work out there in the field. Great teamwork. 47's back in action, and we're looking forward to Season 6. All right, everybody, take it easy. Smash the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know what you want to see for content coming up in Season 6. And I appreciate every single one of you. Have a beautiful and wonderful, blessed rest of your weekend.